Are you coming home?
The disparity between the way in which most human beings experience their own existence and the way man's being and nature is described in the science. Ecology, for example, describes and studies the relationship between all organisms and their environments. The way in which they describe human, animal, and insect behavior is in flat contradiction with the way in which most of us experience our thinking and our action and our existence. We have been brought up to experience ourselves as isolated centers of awareness and action, placed in a world that is not us, that is foreign, alien, other, which we confront. Whereas, in fact, the way an ecologist describes human behavior is as an action. What you do is what the whole universe is doing at the place you call here and now. You are something the whole universe is doing in the same way that a wave is something that the whole ocean is doing.
Wake up, honey.
No place like home. There's no place like home. There's no.
13 essential plants for human survival. A lot of the food that we eat currently are planted, like annual crops, and a lot of the seeds of those crops have been either hybridized or genetically modified even over time, which two of those things cannot be quite as high quality and integrity as the wild strand of seed. So wild seeds have evolved with nature and just being an opportunistic itself, where a lot of the foods that we eat are cultured by humans to make bigger, easier to harvest, longer shelf life, whatever, resistant. And usually they're planted in one season and then harvested and then replanted the next year, where the wild foods tend to have perennial roots that get deeper and deeper and deeper connected every year. So when we eat wild foods, we're pulling into our body by eating the plants all these minerals that annuals don't have time to get down and connected to pull in those minerals. So we're getting such a higher rich mineral source from the wild. And wild, can be found both in pristine environments, but also in the sidewalk crack of San Francisco or Portland. I mean, they're resilient to their habitat, so they can adapt to interesting and even inhospitable environments. And that's also wild. So I look at the wild as both in the urban environment and in the pristine nature environment.
Time, take 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 time.